Hello, this is Johnny. It's Thursday, September 8th, 2022 here on the Big Island. Another beautiful day. Today I'd like to talk about the condo market here on the Kohala Coast, specifically the market in the resorts in the Kohala Coast, starting south at Kowaniki and going north to the Mauna Kea. Since I have been in this business, as a matter of fact, since I sold my first condo in 2008, it's been a big part of my business. I think right now I'm seventh in sales since my first sale in 2008, as far as dollar volume, and fifth as far as the number of sales. And keep in mind that during that period, something like 1,487 realtors have sold a condo here on the Big Island. So I've been real successful doing it, and it's really my primary focus. I've sold, I don't know, 80 or 90 million outside of that, but that's what I spend most of my days doing. And right now, obviously in the last couple of months, things have slowed down quite a bit. In the last 365 days, there's been 262 condos closed. And as of today, there's 25 condos in all those resorts combined that are active listings and 19 in escrow. And out of those 262 closings, most of them occurred, well, the great majority of them occurred in the first 6 months of the year. There's only been 20 closings in the last 2 months. So things have slowed down quite a bit. I attribute that to several things. One thing that I've always kind of had to deal with is a lot of the condos are rentals, and if you can't show it, a lot of times, you have trouble selling it. And this year, with all the revenge travel and so on, all the rentals are booked. It's very, very hard to get people in to see a property, and even in September, which usually after Labor Day, things slow down, really dramatically. And they have slowed down a little bit this year, but from what I'm talking to property managers and reading various publications and so on, even this fall, which is usually a shoulder season, is going to be a whole lot busier than a normal year. So that is definitely one factor in the slowdown. Of course, the other factor, and kind of the 1,000-pound gorilla in the corner of the room, is the rise in interest rates, and that's really affected sales. Even though in my career most of my sales actually have been cash, it still has a big effect, because a lot of deals that people had in escrow on the mainland intending to come buy over here have been canceled because of the rise in interest rates. I mean, I just had one buyer that had $21 million in 1031 money, that the buyer, who was an institutional buyer, canceled, unexpectedly right at the end, which cost me, a very large sale. And I've had a couple of situations like that, and I'm sure that that's happened in a lot of other transactions as well. And so, one thing that I have noticed in September is that the buyers that do show up are very much, usually pretty savvy, and they realize that if something hasn't sold during the summer season, they might be able to make a better deal after Labor Day in the shoulder season. And sometimes that's true and sometimes it's not. But anyway, that's the perception that I've come to over the years. The one thing about you know, there's a lot of uncertainty right now, and a lot of people, there's a lot going on in the world, and a lot of people are just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen, and that's definitely another factor. But the one thing that hasn't happened is that prices have not come down. There have been a few sort of symbolic price reductions, but nothing, you know, nothing. I haven't seen a whole bunch of, you know, really dramatic ones. And there's a general perception out there that I think that, you know, when you read about the totality of the housing market, that, you know, the prices are going to fall. Well, I can tell you that prices, at least in the resorts and at least at what I do, are not falling. And if they are being reduced, it's basically just been by token amounts. So I really think that, well, as far as a buyer goes, if you're waiting for prices to crash, you may be right, but I don't think so. And if you're a seller and you want to sell for whatever reason, it's, I don't know, it's, again, I don't have a crystal ball, but with this little inventory, it's not a bad time to put your property on the market if you want to do something else. So anyway, that's my spiel for today. I've really enjoyed selling all these condos to people, you know, for their second homes. A lot of them is, it's a big dream for them. And then, you know, on the seller side, I've been pretty successful too. And some of those people have moved up, some of those people have left the island, all kinds of things. But I feel really fortunate to be able to do what I've done, selling condominiums on the Kohala Coast in the resorts. All right, well, thank you for your time, and have a good day.